Nathan, my man, we are in the middle of the craziest truck wars and shots have been fired. But the question that we're going to answer today on this special episode of No You're Wrong is, do you really need to tow 35,000 pounds?
No, you're wrong.
But first, let's talk about all the news, and there's a lot of it. So on Friday, Steve and I got to go and actually ride in, not drive, the new Ram 3500 dually that towed, get this, 35,100 pounds. So Ram was the first out of the box to up the amount of towing that a new heavy duty can do, 35,100 pounds.
Wow, do they even make trailers that can handle 35,000? That's just insane. That's so much weight. If you think about it, I mean, that's...
Yeah, they upped the Cummins to 1,000 pounds of torque.
Yep.
And they upped the towing from about 31,000 to 35,100.
Jeez.
But today, Chevy did not let that stand.
No, they didn't.
Not at all. What they did was they unveiled their new heavy-duty dually, and guess how much they've announced that it can tow?
More!
Of course. Not just a little bit more, but 400 pounds more. 35,500 pounds.
It's nuts. And, you know, it's a funny thing because you look at that and you go, okay, so what does Ford have waiting in the wings?
Yes, but not to be outdone, Ford also unveiled their new 2020. Now, keep in mind that the Ram is a 2019. But Ford unveiled their new 2020 Super Duty, and they said that it would be the most capable, the most powerful Super Duty ever. So we don't know how much it will tow. But we do know something, though.
Yes, that's right. It's all gas, baby, coming our way.
That's right. There's a new 7.3-liter pushrod. That's right. I said pushrod.
Wow.
Gas engine coming into the new Ford Super Duties. And so I'm assuming that if Chevy can tow 35,500 and Ram can tow 35,100, the new Ford Super Duty, not the gas, but the new diesel will probably tow. What do you think?
Oh, 35,650.
I'm going to go just 36 right away.
I mean, yeah, exactly. And then the year after that, it's going to go up by 100 pounds by somebody else, adding a little bit of fairy dust and simply saying, yes, we've done some changes.
So, which brings us to today's topic. Yeah. Do you really need to tow 35,000 pounds?
No, you're wrong. If you're a professional, if you have a CDL, a commercial driver's license, then yeah, but then again, you're at another level, right? But for the average guy out there who's going to tow a big boat or a big trailer, something like that, 35,000 pounds? That's a house and part of a hill.
Well, to be fair, if you don't have a CDL, you can legally to about 26,000 pounds.
That's fine.
Which is still pretty crazy.
Yeah, it is a lot of weight.
But Nathan, I think you do need to tow 35,000 pounds, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
I was recently talking to a gentleman who has a Cummins.
Okay.
And he runs hay every day from Steamboat Springs to Denver.
Okay.
Right? And I asked him, why did you buy the Cummins as opposed to the Chevy or the Ford? And he said, because it can tow the most. Now, follow his logic, right? If he can tow 31,000 pounds worth of hay, right? That's good because it makes him whatever hay goes for.
Right.
But if he can tow 35,000 pounds of hay every day, that means 4,000 pounds more of hay that he can sell in Denver, which is money in his pocket. So yes, heck yes, the more you can tow, the more money you can make. And let's face it, when we're talking about numbers like this, it really is about work.
That's making hay.
Literally.
I was waiting for that opening. It makes sense for a working guy who's got a CDL, who can tow that much weight. And I'm not disagreeing about that. What I'm having an issue with is that they're presenting this as a truck that you can buy that can tow this much weight, where an awful lot of you guys are never going to get a CDL to tow that much weight. If you did, which by the way is a lot of work to do, then let's say you get pulled over by the police for whatever reason, right? All of a sudden, you are subject to so many more laws and requirements when it comes to what you are permitted to tow, tire pressure, you have to have a log, you have to have a recent medical record, you have to have all these things that Mr. Truck always has taken care of, and he's only 32 years old. Look at him.
Well, to be fair, there is an exemption. I mean, if you're towing for personal, not for business, then you should be subject to the same laws. But I suspect if you're towing for personal, needs, like you're on vacation, you're towing a camper as opposed to actually hauling a lot of weight for work, and you're pulled over, then the police, once they see that you do have a CDL, they will probably eye over your load as well as you in a much more, let's say, professional manner.
Well, then they tase you.
Let's hope they don't tase you. We know a lot of good police officers watch our videos. They won't tase you, but you will probably be subject to more scrutiny.
Yeah, I think so. But, and that's a difficult thing right there.
But and then forget about that, Nathan.
Okay.
What counts, I think, for the manufacturer, and I think for you guys, is having the bragging rights to say you've got the most powerful, you've got the biggest truck nuts out there when you're driving whatever vehicle will end up having the highest towing. And I suspect it will be Ford because traditionally Ford has always upped the other manufacturers.
I think that's why they're waiting and they're back and they're just going to see. They knew that these guys are going to come out with the big numbers, and I guarantee you, will have higher numbers. I guarantee it. Not necessarily with the gas engine, although that gas engine will have some pretty good output numbers, I'm sure. But their diesel will, I swear, it will outperform the other ones. However, with that being said, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a better truck. Now, if you ever watched our Ike Gauntlet, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ike Gauntlet.
Right here. We've proven that some of the better driving trucks don't necessarily have the highest numbers. And we've done that more than once, haven't we?
Yes, well, when you're towing up the mountain, stopping the load coming down the mountain is probably more important. But let's talk about what you just said, right? So Ram has a first mover advantage.
Yep.
They say their truck will be out sometime this spring.
That's correct.
Then Chevy in the summer.
And
then Ford in the fall.
That is correct.
Ram and Cummins will be out there first. Now, keep in mind, when we were towing 35, it was, it's as especially configured truck, right? You can't go out and buy your dream 4x4.
Power wagon won't tow it.
No, Power wagon will definitely not tow it. This is a single cab, dually,
right,
with not a lot of creature comforts on it because all that weight decreases your payload. And also keep in mind that you have to have a gooseneck, at least with the Ram, which is what we know, in order to tow 35,000 pounds. So you need a special trailer, you need a special truck, you need a special license. But you know what? That's what makes these truck wars so great, because I think that sometimes the harder you make something, the more people want it.
Okay, I can't disagree with that necessarily. I mean, especially when it's on paper and you can literally go, oh yeah?
Exactly. It's about bragging rights. It's about knowing that the guy next to you in whatever vehicle that's not yours, right? If it's a Ford or a Chevy, can't quite tow as much as you can tow.
So you can look at them and go, aha, 400 pounds less than me. I'm going to have two of my buddies sit on your trailer and you won't be able to tow.
I think the other thing about towing heavy is that you gain confidence when you know that the truck is able to tow. Let's say that you don't buy that specially configured truck, right?
Uh-huh.
You buy the regular truck that most people buy for your family,
sure,
reach your comforts, but you know that one of the trucks in that family can tow 35,000 pounds, then your truck is going to be plenty capable of towing. Let's say you're towing a big camper or a big horse trailer, one of those with living quarters, right? Let's say you're at 15,000 or even 20,000 pounds, right? You know that truck is capable of it because it can tow 35,000 pounds.
Yeah, but I keep coming back to the fact that one is at 35,100 pounds and one is at 35,500 pounds. It's just kind of, I feel it's almost like a marketing thing where, all of a sudden the marketing department sees that and goes, uh-oh, they're higher than we expected. Okay, guys, we now tow 35,500 pounds.
Well, Kent does have this thing where he calls it magic spring.
Fairy dust or pixie dust or something like that.
Yeah, where in the past, before the Society of Automotive Engineers actually certified these vehicles, the companies would up their towing rating in a press release.
Without doing a damn thing. They would literally just go, oh yeah, we did some research, and now we can tow more. So,
but I think those days are gone. I think
maybe.
I think today with the Society of Automotive Engineers actually certifying these trucks, they have to not only be able to tow this much, they also have to be able to stop the load. They have to be able to start the load up on a hill, right? They do a lot of testing up at Davis Dam, and so this becomes real. The only thing that I'm going to leave you with is at 35,000 pounds, we can start towing some pretty cool stuff, Nathan, for our heavy-duty truck competition this year.
Yeah, like an Abrams tank.
That's probably more than 35,000. That's probably more like semi-territory.
Well, that end with take the engines out and then you can tow it. Yeah, but there are some really cool things that we can tow. We could literally tow a house and its cars and a boat all at once.
Just imagine how cool it will be this summer when we're doing our iGauntlet.
Oh my God! How are we going to load it?
You know, Ram had a lot of heavy things that we were towing, mainly
can we get an
excavator.
Yeah, excavator. Can we get an excavator? Oh, guys, you're going to see some cool stuff.
Guys, let us know in the comments below first what we should be towing this summer, and of course, Kent will be driving up the iGauntlet, and I think we'll probably end up with some of the slowest times ever because you're not going to be going the speed limit towing 35,000 pounds, no matter if it's a Ram, Chevy, or Ford. And let us know if I'm right and if Nathan's wrong in the comments below, because Nathan, no, you're wrong. You definitely need to tow 30. Hell, you need to tow 36,000 pounds. I'm gonna go there.
36,000 pounds.
I would love to have my CDL. I would love to be able to strap up behind a big rig like that, and strap maybe like a turret of a tank behind me and take it up. But no, seriously. I mean, if you're talking about money, this is money, right? Money for working guys. Then that's a lot of change.
Well, working guys, congratulations. You now have even more weight to play with in the future.
As always, this is Roman.
And Nathan.
Saying thanks for watching, and check out TFLtruck.com for more news, views, and of course, real-world heavy-duty towing reviews. Now, keep in mind that Andre is at Chevy as we speak, and we're going to do a link to the Chevy video right over one of our shoulders. So if you want to watch what Chevy just rolled out, or go to TFL Truck and check out what Ford just rolled out.